peace with the Arabs. I can just see the Israelis dancing out of Jerusalem with their hands over their heads. Take it, it's yours. What is 5,000 years of history in geologic time? No. We don't want it. You keep it. We Palestinians, we prefer to grow dates in the Gaza. I'd say there's a rather large gulf between these two peoples. As in war? The Gulf War. That was a lot of fun. Why, you could just pop a beer or pour a nice glass of Beaujolais. Sit back and watch the fireworks. Well, I didn't even know anyone over there. I mean, it was almost enjoyable watching tens of thousands of Gentiles risking their lives for the Jews. Blacks, Latinos, white kids from Kansas City, San Diego, closet lesbians, all ready to fight and die for the sake of the Jewish people. Oh, you thought the war was about oil? You didn't know the Zionists controlled our Gulf War policy? Didn't you read Gore Vidal in The Nation? Or Pat Buchanan in Syndication? They control the White House, the Pentagon. They run Wall Street, Hollywood, Broadway. They run everything. Why, it was the Zionists that bombed the World Trade Center. They assassinated Klinghoffer. Sirhan is a Zionist! Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Zionism is no longer the invisible force behind all the evil in the world. A single handshake on television, and everything changes. Just like that. Why, I was just talking to a German friend of mine just the other day about Zionism. Hey, some of my best friends are German. And I said, severing. He said, severing. Excuse me, severing. Do you mind if I call you Ring for short? Tell me, Ring, seriously now. What do Germans today think of Zionism? Well, we don't care about the Zionists so much. And the French don't neither. So I said, I'll tell you what, Ring, I'll tell you what. We're coming back. Every one of us. Back to Berlin!
So that's how it starts, you see. As a little joke. But then I get to thinking.
What would I do in verdammten Deutschland?
Then it hits me. I miss them. No, I'm serious. I really miss the Germans. We've got a lot in common. We're blood relatives. And that, my
meine Freunden, is the conundrum of the Jewish people. For we are blood relatives with all the balkanized, damaged little people in this hurly-burly global stew. But when it comes to the Germans, I understand no star-crossed Teutons, I do. I mean, they're a defeated people.
Let me say that one more time. They're a defeated people.
Let me say that just one more time. They're a defeated people.
And I can relate to that too.
But you've got to understand, the Germans have given the Jewish people the greatest gift we've ever been given. I mean, the greatest gift we've ever been given. Freedom from guilt. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. We don't have to love the Germans. They don't even want us to love them. Love is not even in the script. I mean,
You know how American Jews are, don't you? You know how American Jews are, don't you?
they're just like Californians. They love everybody. Oh, don't get me wrong. I love this country, I do. America, the United States of America is, the United States of America is the greatest country in the history, of motion pictures. But the thing about America is, and the thing about being a Jew in America is that in America you can just disappear. But in Germany, why, the Germans would never let a Jew just never again.
Damn the Germans! Now there's no disappearing. Now there's a homeland risen out of the shit pile of rotting corpses and the rusted hulls of freighters endlessly circling the globe in search of a safe harbor. Safe harbor? Have you ever been to Israel before? Is this your suitcase? Did you pack it yourself? Did anyone help you? Did anyone give you anything to give to anyone else? A letter? A package? Was your suitcase ever out of your sight? Could anyone else have put anything into it? Do you know why I'm asking you these questions? Sure, because God gave us a homeland in the middle of 100 million Arabs. So I could be safe in the security of my own personalized gas mask that I keep in a backpack as I stroll down a moonlit beach with a beautiful Rasta woman that I meet at the Reggae Club Soweto in Tel Aviv, when we're hit by a searchlight from a helicopter. But it's okay. It's one of ours. Ours? You bet it's ours. No more putting our lives in anyone else's hands. Anyone who kills a Jew will pay. The Germans will pay. The British will pay, the Russians will pay, the French will pay, the Spanish will pay, the Christians will pay, the Muslims will pay, and if the Palestinians do not make real peace, they will continue to pay for all of them. That's why we blow up invisible Palestinian homes. That's why we interrogate invisible Palestinian teachers and farmers to within an inch of their invisible Palestinian lives. Israel is the hammer of God. Enough! I don't care about the Israelis. I don't care about the Palestinians or the Germans. I just want to enjoy my life in the comfort of my own fiber optically transmitted, digitally encoded home entertainment center, physically unscathed, safe in the bosom of the knowledge that I am an American, a consumer of identities. I am Jaime Neruda, the Yiddish country and Western il capo con coraggio. I'm writing my own ticket to paradise. I'm a member of the fashionably correct. I shop mail order. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, you like my jacket? German leather. Bought it in Israel. Hi, come in. You want to ask me some questions? Sure, go ahead. Are all Jews rich? Yes, we are. Are Jews smarter than everyone else? Yes. And I'm the smartest Jew in the world. Of course I'm smarter than Michael Milken. 2 Senate investigations and no indictments. Dershowitz, definitely. Gary Trudeau, he's not Jewish. You want to see smart? You see this watch? Rolex, right? Wrong. $20. Looks like $10,000. Appearance is everything. Bought it off an Indian guy, 45th and Broadway, right on the street corner. He wanted 25, but I Jewed him down. And that's why you're here, isn't it? You want to talk about the M word. Oh, I know. It's so hard to say in front of Gentiles. The more they have, the less they like to talk about it. That's why you like Jews. Well, go ahead. Say it. Money. You need money. See how easy it is. For what? AIDS? The homeless? Multicultural education? Theater? Oh, that's wonderful. And you're going to do some Jewish plays. The Merchant of Venice. Investment bankers with Yiddish accents. And a Jewish director. Oh, the Jewish critics will love it, but I'm buying a few Democrats this year, and the rest of my money's going to Eretz Israel. Are we finally going to have peace in the Middle East? There is no question we're going to have peace in the Middle East. How can I be so sure? Okay, I'll tell you, but this is strictly insider information. Because of the Yitzhak Yasser baby switch. Right, Rabin and Arafat switched at birth. Shit happens. Look at Moses, thought he was Egyptian. Clarence Thomas thinks he's black. Arafat has a beard. Only Israelis and Iranians have beards. Palestinians have mustaches. It's the only way you can tell them apart. It's illegal for an Israeli to grow a mustache. If an Israeli grows a mustache, they bulldoze his house down. And Arafat, he's always wearing that little shmata on his head. That's because he has one of these underneath. He's always meeting with Jews secretly. That's his Torah study group. Why do you think the Arabs provoked the 67 war? They had the West Bank, Gaza Strip, all of Jerusalem. Arafat wanted the land for Israel. That's why he embraced Saddam Hussein in the Gulf War. He knew that would so enrage the Arab sheikhs, they would cut all funding for the PLO and force them to negotiate with Israel. No, Arafat is definitely a Jew. And Yitzhak? Yitzhak wants peace. That's why he commanded the Israeli forces that took the West Bank and Gaza in the first place. How else could tens of thousands more Palestinians be spread all over the world and gain the kind of sympathy and recognition that Jews got after World War II? By creating so much suffering for so many people for so many years, there's no way for the Palestinians not to get a homeland. No, Yitzhak is definitely an Arab. Definitely an Arab. Bi al-Takid Arabi. Definitely an Arab. Bi al-Takid Arabi. Li dini. Give birth to me again. Li dinillah arfufei ay artanamut. Give birth to me again, so that I may know in which land I will die, in which land I will give birth again. Wafei ay artanamut sa obasukhayan. Li dinillah arfufei ay artanamut. Wafei ay artanamut sa obasukhayan. Definitely a Jew. Ani Yehudi. Definitely a Jew. Ani Yehudi. Hayadot Richoka. Childhood is far away. Hayadot Richoka. Hamilchama krova. War is near. Amen.